Yeah, you look. I mean, we got contributions from a lot of guys. Offensively, we're still not where I want us to be offensively. Last weekend, I hate to keep bringing it up, but it was tough conditions. It was hard. You had to play defense for 36 innings. You couldn't mix and match and try to go offense. And today was really that first game we got to do that, or the first couple games we got to do that. And you started to see some guys. It was good today, though. I mean, we still got a long ways to go at the plate. But boy, I tell you what, it was a step in the right direction tonight.
Just talk about Zaborowski, too. I mean, he's been scuffling just a little bit, but he jumped on that first pitch for a grand slam. Y'all just need to take it on from there. Yeah, I mean,
Zabo is one of those guys, he works extremely, extremely hard. I mean, he's very, he's constantly thinking the game. And I'd even looked at him, I told him, I said, you're not going to play game one today. I want you to be mentally and physically prepared to play game two today, and be ready to go. We talked to him about their starter and what to expect, and really had him prepped up and ready to go.
Leighton Finley, too. I mean, solid effort by him.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time about games like tonight, especially when it's cold and then you have some long innings, it's very, very hard to come out and continue to attack the strike zone and stay loose and stay focused for that matter, because, the temperatures and, just the long innings. So, that was the thing I complimented Leighton on was, hey, man, you got to be mentally tough to do what you did tonight. And I think he gave up his first hit in the fifth. I could be wrong. Right there, I'm playing it back in my head. I think it was the fifth. So to do that, I mean, that says a lot about Leighton.
Wes, in the first game, Zach Brown gave you contributions. The newcomers showed the home fans, a lot in their debuts here. Yeah,
it was big for Zach. Obviously, he got run in the first inning Sunday. I'd already told him, hey, you need to get your stuff ready. You're going back out there. He was still, he was a little nervous there, I thought, in his first inning. But then when he settled in, I think you guys saw the guy that we expect Zach Brown to be. I mean, his third, fourth, fifth innings were really, really sharp. He was commanding 3 pitches in the strike zone. He's got a really good cutter, and we really didn't even throw it tonight. I thought he did a phenomenal job with the slider.
Thanks. I know you're very analytical driven, but what else about Cade Brown made you want to start him today?
Yeah, Cade's been having some good BPs. There are times that there's some things you don't get from analytics, right? I mean, you're watching ball flight and BP. He's taken some really, and there were times, during the fall and in this early preseason where we were like, okay, we think Cade's going to be able to do it. I really, really like the matchup on paper today with him in the second game. And those analytics of the matchup paid off.
Curious about Slade Alford. I remember at the start of the year you talked about one of the reasons that scouts, they wanted to see more speed from him. Triple today, I think he scored from first. What's been kind of the training with him as far as getting his speed up?
Yeah, I mean, Slade's worked extremely hard on his body, his diet, and then obviously, with that, he's worked really hard on his speed. And, you tip your hat to him because you saw it today. You look at his range, too, defensively. I mean, his range has gotten a lot better.
Coach, you always struggled with runners in scoring position a lot this season. Was there anything specific today that you thought helped y'all just remedy that problem?
Yeah, I don't know that there's ever, just one magical thing that takes you over the top on that. It's just guys have to learn to stay within their approach. I think the reason we were struggling, and we're still not there, is guys were getting too big. They were trying to hit the grand slam there. And we didn't do that last year. We were more, hey, hit the ball back up to, stay in the middle of the field, so forth, things of that nature. And we had guys, I think, early and still a little bit right now. We're getting too big of swings.
We expect to see Zeldin tomorrow to start?
Yeah, Zeldin starting game one. Or starting, no, we only play one tomorrow, thank the Lord. Well, Zeldin will start game one.
Coach, last year, team only had 22 stolen bases. You got 12 already. Right now, you talked about this team being more aggressive on the base pass, and just kind of example what you're hoping for the rest of the year.
Yeah, no, excited about that. And Robbie didn't even have one today, I don't think. And then the one we got thrown out, I don't know if you noticed, Devin Opie's right foot kind of slipped on him. He probably should have just stopped. But he kept on. He was still almost safe. So, you're going to see us do different things. You're going to see us hit and run and steal bases and maybe even bunt some. So, yeah.
We got time for one more.
Coach, what do you think of 7, 8, and 9 in this lineup? You got 8 runs out of that group today in the second game. How important is that for you guys to be contenders this year?
Yeah, no, anytime you're getting production out of the bottom of the order, Trey's off to the start he probably doesn't want, but it's like I keep telling him, he's getting off some good swings. It's not like he's having bad swings. So, So anytime your 7, 8, 9 can pick you up and continue to carry, it's massive when you look at the length of our season.